Once I negotiated a real hostage release. My only thought, don't hit the headlines. I'm Edgars and I choose quality over volume. Fewer mandates, more infiltration, faster hires. Because when stakes are real, precision beats speed. I was born in Latvia, still under the USSR flag at the time, and I did get to witness the breakup of USSR, so it was really crazy. It felt like you're living in the middle of the war. I mean, tanks, military, soldiers, shootings, crazy. Either way, past that point, I was highly competitive and I would call ambitious as well, right? So in competitiveness, I was doing really well in the ballroom dancing, and in terms of the ambitions, in my family, they were all basically entrepreneurs. My mom and dad, and they had all kind of big businesses that they managed to build up, and if I wanted something like a new bike, new TV, there was always opportunity to work for it, right? So, and then I was selling books in the zoo. I did quite well, and also during the summers, I was building these pop-up tents for all these kind of different entertainments like shooting ranges, lotteries, and so on and so forth. But nevertheless, past that point, when I turned 15. I landed in the U.S., Arkansas, very small town called Mountain Home. I mean, it's like 10,000 population or something like this, really small. And I mean, Latvia there sounded like some kind of new soda, basically flavor, right? So, I mean, they did not know where Latvia is. Anyways, past that, I moved to Tampa, Florida. Best time of my life, right? So in terms of the fun, I mean, there's lots of fun. Tampa, Ybor City, great fun, especially for youth, for students. It's great. And there I learned that in Australia, it takes only 3 years to get your bachelor's degree in international business management. So I didn't waste any time. After 30 days, 1 month or so, I was in Sydney. After graduation, I moved back to Latvia when I was like 22, 23. The reason for moving back is basically I wanted to help also my parents, right? So they had quite a big business. Their biggest business was in shoe retailing, and I was kind of supporting their business development, business management with the partners. I mean, they didn't speak quite well in English, and so I kind of took that over. Did all the relationship management with Kaiser, basically Peter Kaiser company, the brand, the Gabor brands, all kind of different Italian brands, and so on and so forth. And meanwhile, I was doing that. I opened up my own company in recruitment and outsourcing, and this is how I started. Actually, in recruitment. Basically, to put it short, we moved, let's say, talents across Central Eastern Europe, basically into roles in Baltics and including Denmark and other countries like UK. So at that time, there was a huge shortage of unskilled workers or even skilled workers, right? So technical skilled workers, let's say in the shipyards, like welders, in coil processing, basically factories, warehouses. I mean, literally, you could not hire anybody to work at your warehouse at that time from 2000 to 2008, right? So, yeah, and this is what I did. I mean, we ended up having like more than 1,200 people on our books that's been outsourced to all kind of different companies, retailers, convenience stores, and so on and so forth. I mean, at the end of the day, it was controlled chaos. And I loved it because we were providing the housings, the cars, the transportation, I mean, everything. I mean, the cultural things, the training, basically the protective clothes, everything. We provided everything, and that was quite a lot. And that's where I, let's say, learned a lot of interesting things, how to manage the chaos, literally the chaos. And I loved it. I really loved it. And then hit 2008 crash, right? So, I mean, we literally lost 99% of our business in one day. Like literally every single client of ours was canceling the contracts. Yeah, it was a nightmare. It was, very interesting times. Taught me a lot as well that we will speak about. But nevertheless, I mean, we had two business units, right? So one was the outsourcing staff, and that business unit obviously generated like more than 90% of the revenue. I would say 95. To be more precise. And the other one was your typical recruitment, right? So, I mean, those companies that we were serving, let's say, supporting with outsourcing staff, they were turning to us and say, hey, can you help us to find XYZ person, right? So, for XYZ position. And what we were doing, we were putting all these ads in newspapers, on the web, everywhere, right? So, but we were not getting the results. At least I was not happy with the results, right? So, I mean, we did a few placements there and there, but it wasn't big, it wasn't scalable. I mean, it was just like, okay, something is fundamentally missing. And that was kind of in the back of my head. It's like, what do we do? I mean, how do we improve? What is the solution? That was literally killing me. Day out, like literally. And then, out of the blue, MRI Network via Scandinavian Search Group came knocking on our doors. Anyways, my partner, Jurid Liffeld, came to me. I even remember that time at the office, and he said, there's this company, I think that's the answer to our recruitment problems. And I was like, what is this? What is that? Sounds weird, but let's talk to them. So after the first meeting, I mean, it clicked. It really clicked. That's it. That was the answer, right? So executive search was the answer, because at that time, the way it was put forward, and because I was coming from the recruitment side, right? So outsourcing and recruitment, I could see the huge difference, right? So the recruitment is more post and process versus executive search is more map, infiltrate, persuade, and orchestrate, right? So, I mean, stakes are high. I mean, you have to know your client organization better than your client, right? So, at the end of the day, you need to be able to finish the hiring manager's sentences. That's literally what I believe. To put it short, I saw the gap in pharmaceutical sector, right? So within the MRI, pharma wasn't well covered across the Europe. And within the 3 years, we broke all the internal records. Like, that's it. We were record holders. I mean, we went ballistic around the world. China, India, Singapore, Germany, crazy time. Brazil, Mexico, Turkey, Spain, all the markets. We were serving all the markets, big giants, small companies, pharmaceutical, developing. I mean, that was a lot of fun. Lots of fun, especially that time. You get to fly everywhere. All the meetings happen to face. It was really fun. But what I learned early in executive search is that we are as a minesweepers, right? So like literally one wrong step and that's it, you're out, right? So one wrong placement and that's it. They're not gonna call you back. So, and that's why over the years, my philosophy has gradually shifted towards do less but go deeper, right? So infiltrate the context, right? So our clients, products, politics, approval ladders. At the end of the day, the real job behind the job, right? So, and that's why even the, let's say, our old client HR people who have left to the different industry, sometimes we catch up with them, kind of do a bit of a networking, seeing how they're doing and so on. And even they always say is that you guys have been the fastest and the best. I mean, the talents you were bringing, oh my God, right? So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I truly, truly believe. And I do see a lot of context these days. Do more placements, more money with less time. I could argue with that. It depends. What are the goals, right? So, and I get a kick out of really serving the client by bringing the top, absolutely the top talent, matching everything, basically the personalities within the teams that they've been working with, right? So, matching, because I mean, sometimes even you need to match the ambition levels, right? So you don't want to get too ambitious guy, or and so on and so forth. So either way, I mean, there's a lot of these hidden things that do really, really matter. But yeah, over the years, basically, yeah, I mean, I was kind of more and more leaning towards why we were able to, let's say, grow and be visible on a global level, because we were not juggling 101 mandates, right? So we were not letting our customers wait, right? So for 6 months, year, whatever, right? So I mean, it was really a focus win from the beginning. And let's say this American bureaucracy that was kind of pushing down on me, I was readjusting it first towards who I am, right? So what I believe, my values, and basically also towards what I see on the market as the clients, right? So what they all about, what they expect, what they're not telling you, right? So I mean, for example, this is like really basic one, the contracts. Yeah, we all know what the American contracts are all about, right? So 50, 100 pages, crazy, right? So our contracts is 2 pages, that's it. I mean, you order the cake, we deliver the cake, right? So that's it. No complexity. We don't make it more complex than that, right? So what do I mean by less but deeper? My philosophy is very simple. It's not enough knowing your client upside down. I have to know the water that they swim in, like literally all the things. For example, their competitors and adjacents and business models and regulatory pressures and supply chain pinch points where the real moats and the real leaks are. Then I need to map the companies that actually house those skills we need. And even they aren't direct competitors. So in other words, it's not just about the direct competitors or competitiveness. It's really about the market itself, right? So where they're positioned and what are the companies similar to that. And I need to know it from top of my head, right? So for example, right? So we did this highly technical, like senior, highly technical R&D position, right? Not going to say any names. And the mapping and the long list that we had was over 1,500 people in there. And we literally reached all of them, like literally. And we did deliver the best talent. Absolutely, hands down, best talent. And that's what I really mean with less, but go deeper, infiltrate. And because of my beliefs, values, and the way I saw the market, basically I had to depart from the corporate, right? So from MRI Network and Scandinavian Search Group, right? So, and that's how basically from network I moved to my own path, right? So ever since Xstature, together with my partners, we have been delivering new milestones year on year. Absolutely great global mandates, challenges. I love it. It's great, right? So with this one very specific rule, know your client well enough to argue their case better than their slide deck, literally. So back to the elephant in the room, the negotiation situation that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. Yeah, talk about the trial by fire in negotiation class, right? Anyways, in the next video, stay tuned. I will discuss how I got into that situation, my main takeaways, what I learned, what I thought, what really was in my head when I was doing all this negotiation. I mean, police was there. The whole thing was crazy. I'm Edgars, and this was Edgars Unfiltered. Less, but better. That was the point. Anyways, if you're looking forward to the next videos, 5 to 10 minutes with the real discussions, real stories, real tactics, with a bit of a humor and comedy, feel free to subscribe and push that like button and follow me. And also, I would encourage you to drop in the comments below about your wildest, craziest hiring stories. I'm sure it won't hurt to put them on this, sort of say, therapy couch. That's it. It was Edgars once again, and I'm out.